Since 2020, the role of the UX UI designer has become more widely known, and it's also in higher demand. Of course, with its highs and lows, but way more than in 2019. I've been working with design for the past 6 years, and if I were to start everything from scratch, this is what I'll do to learn the skills, stand out, and land a job. So to become a UX UI designer in 2024, follow these 5 steps. The first one is to simply pick your tool. There are quite a lot of there. So there is Sketch, there is Adobe XD, there is Figma. By picking one, you're able to focus your attention. My tip is to not try to learn every single design tool out there because there are way too many. I personally prefer Figma as its free version offers a lot of things for you to get started. And it's also what most companies are using these days. So once you pick your tool, create your account, and let's go to step number 2. Take a 30-day design challenge. Well, I know that I could tell you to learn about the principles, about reading some books and etc. But honestly, that's not the best way that I would go about UX UI design if I was learning for the first time. Design is very hands-on learning, and for you to not feel intimidated by the tools, just take a challenge. The challenge consists in designing something each day. So there will be prompts like design the login page, then design the flow for when the user forgets the password, for example. There are a few options out there. You can find the prompts on Reddit, Medium. You could even ask ChatGPT to write down for you. But I'll be hosting a 30-day design challenge on Twitter this January 2024. So if you want to join me and see what I'll be designing, you're more than welcome. A tip that I give to you when taking the 30-day design challenge is for you to pick one single product in which you'll be designing the screens to. For example, you can choose to design the app of a local restaurant in your city. So all the screens you'll be designing, they're going to follow that same brand identity, and they will also consider the same context. So all the features that you'll be designing, they'll be related to that industry, to that brand. Following this tip is going to help you with step number 3. Build your portfolio. You can have it on Behance, on Notion, or even have your own website on Framer or Webflow, or even code it from scratch. My advice is for you to pick the one that is simplest for you to build. You want to lower that friction bar. You can have it wherever you want. You just gotta make sure that you consider that the message is getting across and that the experience is being positive for the person that is going to be seeing your portfolio. After all, you are a UX UI designer. For starters, I find Notion very useful because it's very simple for you to set up, and also the navigation works really fine. Know that your portfolio should not contain only screens. Companies are interested not only in seeing the skills that you have, so the screens that you're able to put together, but they often want to know your design process, what you took into consideration to make those decisions that led you to those final designs. Remember how I told you to design the screens of a single product during your challenge? You can get all those screens and craft a case study. Now that you have your first designs in hand and a solid portfolio, let the world know that you are now a UX UI designer. On LinkedIn, that includes having a nice cover image showing what you do, add a captivating tagline, and also don't forget to let people know more about you on the About section. With those 4 steps, it's time for you to head to step number 4. Start applying. Go on LinkedIn or other job boards and start applying to those positions that interest you and also that meet your current qualifications. With this, you should be all set to get started with your UX UI design career. But there are also 2 things that I want to add. The first one is to always keep learning. And the second thing is for you to share your work. I hope this video has inspired you, and I'll see you in the next one.